Good morning, Professor McDaniel and fellow classmates. My name is Andy, and today I will be responding to the body language, The Power is in the Palm of Your Hand speech by Alan Peace. Alan Peace, the speaker of Body Language, The Power is in the Palm of Your Hands, provided a vast amount of evidence showing the importance of body language and the power we hold in the palm of our hands. Please, Peace presented different demonstrations and provided in-depth explanations on each point he was covering. As a member of the audience, I felt the speech the speaker was presenting would be informative. Generally, the purpose of an informative speech is to increase the audience's awareness and understanding of the topic by defining, describing, explaining, or demonstrating knowledge of the topic. During this presentation, Peace also discussed the meaning behind different handshakes, positions, and tension during a handshake. Peace began with capturing the audience's awareness. At the beginning of the speech, Peace began addressing the audience and further engaged with them by performing a handshake exercise with one another. This helped break the ice and cause the audience to be more receptive to the topic of discussion. After breaking the ice, Peace had a member of the audience come up with him to demonstrate a handshake. Peace provided the audience with the ability to imagine themselves as part of the demonstration. Furthermore, I believe this creates a better relation for the audience to understand and learn from the topic of discussion. I also believe Peace effectively worked the space he was given by presenting the speech with different hand gestures and movements around the room. This form of effective use of body language involves the speaker's use of gestures. Peace was able to use different hand gestures, explaining the power we hold in the palms while effectively being able to move around one spot to another as he transitioned between main points. When Peace started to engage with the crowd, he began demonstrating the different feeling we have during a handshake with another person, ultimately basing our first encounter with another on the way they themselves to you. My apologies. Ultimately basing our first encounter with another on the way they greet themselves to you. After this first point, he was able to come back to the center stage while keeping the audience's attention as he transitioned to the next point. For the second point, he introduced one of the members of the crowd to demonstrate different hand positions during a handshake. In addition, Peace was able to further the audience's understanding of the importance of hand positions while explaining the significance between each position. For example, when someone's handshake is when you're first having a handshake with another person and they move their hand a little bit more to be above yours, they kind of make that assumption that they may have the upper hand just from a simple hand position when a handshake happens. Lastly, for Peace's last point, he presented different hand gestures that change our perspective on the speech being provided. For example, Peace showed three different hand gestures that equal different results within public speaking. First, he directed the class with the palms of his hands facing up and the students and directed the students to move seats. This first example provided evidence that most of the class was willing to follow his instructions with no hesitation. However, he then demonstrated the same instructions with his palms lowered and also a finger point presentation as well. And as a result, these two other attempts show student dissatisfaction, and most of them did not want to abide by the direction that he was providing with the hands facing down and the finger pointing on what to do and how to move. To conclude this presentation, I would like to thank Peace for his informative presentation of the power we hold through our body language and hand gestures. Thank you.